Coast Nation, Sanbonan Bafeti, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, QP. Now, in today's video, guys, obviously we're going to be talking about Etiosa Ighodaro, and then also we're going to be looking at the future plans in terms of Coach Nabi and whether is he or is he not going to leave Kaizer Chiefs next season. But other than that, before we dive more into those details, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel, you like the video, and most importantly, don't forget to click the bell notification so that next time when you post a new video, you will get notified and be able to watch that video. Now, guys, starting with Etiosa Ighodaro, the guy we've just talked about in a few days, I remember, and then I gave you an update with okay, this is what is happening in terms of Etiosa Ighodaro. Now, apparently he was on the list of the Kaizer Chiefs players who were supposed to, go to in Netherlands, but unfortunately, just like Luke Batman and also Asanele Velebai, by the way, still confirmed with no about Jita, they are still doing their individual trainings alone, because at the end of the day, clearances are needed so that they can be able to be registered as Kaizer Chiefs players. But other than that, we look at Etiosa Ighodaro, and we've talked about him, but Challenger would know. Sundowns decided to exercise the option, to make sure to know Bam Tatum Jita, and they sell him so that they can profit. But now things are looking interesting, because at the end of the day, guys, it's very, very interesting, because now as I'm speaking with you, Umchita has been spotted. I don't know how true this is, because there's AI these days. AI can generate anything. One generator but at the end of the day, there is AI. So far we've seen God's power bearing Kaizer Chiefs jerseys, and I hope you can see from the skin buffet. No, that's definitely God's power. With the truth of the matter, maybe this is a clip. They took it from a short clip, like Vega Corner or 2K now Mchita O'Connor is available, but unfortunately nothing has been confirmed in terms of Etiosa Ighodaro. But other than that, we will see Bafetu as time goes on, what is going to happen and what is Kaizer just planning to do. Because you look at the striker, for me, guys, the side in Lam on my side, I do not want to lie, I'm not too sure in terms of Etiosa Bafetu. I feel like we are just trying to take chances and just trying to see if he can be able to give us what we want to God's power. But so far, nothing special that you can expect from him. You look at last season, how he played. We had Lucas Ribeiro scored 16 goals. We had Ikram Reyners scored 14 goals. We had David Titus 8 goals. Zashmovic 8 goals. By the way, he's a free agent. We had Arthur Sales. He managed to score 8 goals. And then you look at Etiosa, God's power Fetu is currently sitting at number 13, not even on the top 10. But obviously I'm not going to blame him, because at the end of the day, now to side in late, we do not even have one player who is in the top 10 of the top goal scorers. So it makes you question how Kaizer Chiefs are doing business, because at the end of the day, if you want the best of the best, you need to go out there and sign the best of the best. Look at what Mamelodi Sundowns did. They managed to say, no, we see Ikram Reyners, he's a top goal scorer, and from our team we do not have that, so definitely we are bringing him in so that we know only Mamelodi Sundowns has the players who are top goal scorers, and that's how it is currently as I'm speaking with you. Lucas Ribeiro, Ikram Reyners, both playing for Mamelodi Sundowns. So Kaizer Chiefs have decided not to sign David Titus. Could have made a good centre forward. They decided not to sign Zashmovic. Naye is another good centre forward, but that's not what Kaizer Chiefs is looking for. They were looking for Etiosa Ighodaro, God's power. Is he going to be what we're expecting? Because at the end of the day, Omjita is someone who is familiar with our environment and everything. Kombulek Tuanji Omjita is eligible to register for South African citizenship. So definitely Nyabona foreign quota, that is something. But other than that, we also have to look at how the player is going to perform. but yeah, so on. I'm not gonna say anything, in terms of Etiosa Ighodaro. I just want to see how he's going to perform at in Arena. But so far, yeah, he's managed to play 25 games and score 5 goals. Now, moving on, we go to Coach Nabi. As long as this is down in the comment section below whether Etiosa Ighodaro is a good move or not. But for me, as I said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna give him a chance if ever that is, what happened in terms of us signing him, making sure Etiosa and Arena. And then we look at Coach Nabi. Now, there's a question is Nabi going to leave next season? Because definitely you might be looking and you might say definitely Nabi is going to leave, because at the end of the day, you look at everything that has happened. In terms of the signings, I'm not too sure, but I do have to tell you guys, to Coach Nabi himself, this is what he had to say in terms of the new signings. Yes, he did not talk much about the new signings, but mostly about the youngsters. And this is what he said. He said they need to fully gel with the group. However, they are all adapting nicely and they start to understand what I expect from them. Our objective was to sign new players that will bring us to a higher level compared to last season. He's impressed with character of the 3 youngsters coming from the Kaizer Youth Development Academy, Tulani Mabaso, Kabelo Nkwesa, and Naledi Hlongwane. He is impressed by those players. We do not want to rush them. However, I'm always willing to give maximum opportunities to young talents. If they are good enough, you are old enough. That's my philosophy. Coach Nabi. Now, definitely in terms of the plans of the coach, you can see what he's planning to do this season. We've seen Tulani Mabaso, we've seen Kabelo, we've seen Naledi Hlongwane. So definitely those youngsters, I'm confident, I can say with confidence with Nangajane, those are the youngsters that will be getting minutes, especially a lot, going into this new season that is going to start. By the way, my teams, I forgot to check everything, guys. I'm not there, but anyways, Sobona, when the start of the season begins. But other than that, as you can see, Coach Nabi has made plans, and the plans are for him to start using the young players mostly into his philosophy. It is something that is there. And also you look at how the new signings are going to have an impact in terms of the performance of the season, because at the end of the day, as much as here they have signed players, we're also going to be looking at how are they going to perform throughout the season and where are we going to be, because last season we failed to secure the top 8 spot, which I understand it must have been difficult. But other than that, you look at the games, you look at the mentality of the players, we were not consistent and things went from bad to worse, and from worse, it just went out the window. So definitely we are going to see how the coach is going to fare up going into this new season, and how are the players themselves, how are they going to hold up this season. But so far we are still waiting to see how they are going to perform. I'm not gonna put pressure on them, I'm not gonna rush anyone. It's all about the timing, perfect timing, perfect everything, then Zinto should be combining. But other than that, as you can hear, Coach Nabi is impressed with the signings, the new signings, and also the youngsters. So definitely as long as Jabulile, let's hope he's going to give us the news that we need. And if that is the case, I think he's going to leave or he's not going to leave next season. It will depend on how he performs this season. This 2025 to 2026 season is how it's going to determine, it's going to determine how the coach is going to do at the end of the season. Is he going to remain with the club or also decide, no, even if you guys want to give me a contract extension, I'm leaving? Because he does have that option to exercise that option. He might go against it. It's up to Yena, and also it's up to the team whether they will decide not to give him or to activate that option. But other than that, Bafetu, I do not have much. Those are some of the news that I wanted to give to you. I hope later on I will be able to give you something new. Obviously, Yabachita looks like they have landed, I think, Basugizolo, if I'm not mistaken, because I did see some updates and then they were quickly deleted. But I think Basugizolo, and today they've made an announcement saying, no, thank you, Netherlands. So definitely, I think they've arrived. If not, then maybe Bayasuga here today. But other than that, I believe that this is it. Perfect. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you with something new. Peace.